I was listening to LA Sports Radio and I heard something that blew my mind. A Lakers opinion I didn't even know you could have. Then it occurred to me. Some people are so blinded with their Lakers bias, they really think they got here fairly. Try not to laugh through this, but here's what the radio host actually said about the Lakers front office and organization.
They have really proved an awful lot of doubters, I'm talking about the organization now, an awful lot of doubters wrong. They had a path. They had decisions to make. They knew what they wanted, and they got it, and it has proved to be right. A lot of people owe them an apology.
What? This video explains how insane that idea is and how the Lakers didn't outsmart the league, they cheated the league. But the most important part of this video comes at the end. I tell a story, and if you don't get it after that, I can't help you. Hey, it's Casey. Welcome to AM Hoops. Hit subscribe and notification bells, but most importantly, we have a sponsor for today's video, and that is Manscaped. As you'll remember, Manscaped jumped in at the last minute to sponsor when I shaved my head live on Instagram when I lost the bull bet. They went ahead and sent me this package. I'm gonna go get it real quick. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. This package here, first of all, this was not an unboxing video, but when I opened this box, I was like, that is so nice. But I mean, this thing really is an all-in-one kit that makes manscaping safe and easy. And I was also so excited to unbox this because I'm one of the first people to get the new Lawnmower 3.0 water-resistant body trimmer. It's the only one that's market-made with advanced skin-safe technology, so it reduces nicks and cuts, and it's good in the shower. Also the case because of the 90-minute battery life on this thing. There's a built-in LED light that shows you what you're doing. Toner and deodorant for down there, which at first I was like, what? And then it made sense. It was like, okay, I put deodorant under my arms, why wouldn't I also put it down there, which probably doesn't smell very good either. And so it's the Lawnmower 3.0. It's also the Perfect Package 3.0. And if you get the Perfect Package, you get 2 free gifts, the Shed Travel Bag and the Manscaped Anti-Chafing Boxer Briefs. So here's the deal, 20% off and free shipping if you go to manscaped.com and use the promo code AMHOOPS. So for my subscribers, 20% off and free shipping. If you get the Perfect Package, by the way, you get the most bang for your buck at manscaped.com. Don't forget to use AMHOOPS as the promo code. All right, on to the video. And Laker fans, you will be upset at what I'm about to say, but you need to accept it. And non-Laker fans need to accept it too. I don't hate the Lakers for their unfair advantage because life isn't fair. Here's how they cheated the league: by being the Lakers. They had one of the worst run organizations in sports for about 10 years. LeBron James chose them because they're the Lakers, and 1 year later they're in the finals. Great! Every other team in the NBA can do about everything right, from drafting to cap management and trades, and they won't have that advantage. Yes, Rob Pelinka did have to trade for Anthony Davis, I get that, but AD basically forced his way to the Lakers. It's like in bowling when the little kid gets the bumpers so he won't put it in the gutter. Really, he can't mess it up, but we still clap for him like, good job, you did it. I mean, AD let it be known he wanted to be a Laker. Yes, he also said Knicks or Celtics, but just not to be a jerk. We all know what he really wanted. He wanted to play with LeBron James. Who wouldn't? And LeBron was on the team because they're the most glamorous team in the most glamorous city. That's it. It was not because they are smarter or made brilliant moves like that LA radio host said at the beginning. The fact that people actually believe that shows they'll believe anything. And I know those people are going to say this about LeBron getting to the Lakers in the first place. A, they had to clear cap space. And B, Magic Johnson sold LeBron the plan. They would build up the young players for a year, then flip them for a superstar. Actually, if all it took was cap space and young players, why don't the Kings have LeBron right now? Oh, that's right, because they're in Sacramento, and the Lakers just happen to be located near Hollywood, and LeBron wants to be a media mogul when he's done playing. If anyone deserves credit, it's LeBron for taking a huge gamble that paid off. Those people will also say, what about the Clippers? Why aren't they a model franchise? Well, that's because for decades it was an open secret that their owner was a racist jerk, And now that he's gone, yes, they are starting to reap those same benefits. The fact is, if LeBron chooses you, then the game of team building is rigged in your favor. The Lakers front office lucked into this. They are not a brilliant organization. Yes, they did have the pieces to trade for AD, but those were guys like Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball. By the way, they also drafted D'Angelo Russell. Doesn't that count? Drafting at number 2 doesn't mean you're brilliant. That's also bowling with the bumpers on. This is a front office that gave away Ivica Zubac to the Clippers for a Mike Muscala rental. Now, I will give them props for late picks like Josh Hart, Jordan Clarkson, or Zubac himself. But none of those picks are why they're in the finals now. Another argument those people have is, if it's cheating and team building is rigged in our favor, why didn't we get another superstar free agent between Shaq and LeBron? Well, I am not arguing that this team hasn't been really well run in the past. Drafting Kobe Bryant was a phenomenal pick and took courage giving up Vlade. They had to rebuild a title winner around Kobe after Shaq left, and they did so with another trade. They lost on Carmelo Anthony and LaMarcus Aldridge's free agents, and they were screwed on the Chris Paul trade. But eventually, a superstar free agent bailed them out. That doesn't happen for other teams. Bottom line, I'm not talking about the history of the Lakers. I have respect for Jerry Buss, Jerry West, Mitch Kupchak, but the 2020 Lakers front office is not those people. Which is cool. Like, I'm totally okay with it. It's a lesson that I learned years ago when I used to work in TV, as some of you know. If it's sports or news, whatever, some people got to the top because of an unfair advantage. Either they're ridiculously good looking, like a supermodel that person should be on TV, or one of their parents, their mom or their dad, is a decision maker up at the top, right? But I decided not to be mad at those people because A, those people were some of the coolest people that I worked with, and B, I would take advantage of that too. Like, if that was my life, I would take it, and I can't blame them for doing that, right? So me, I had to work from the bottom. I got jobs in super small towns, making very little money, covering not glamorous things, and worked my way up. They were already there, and that's fine. The Lakers are the same thing, just don't be a jerk about it, right? Like, those people weren't cool if they were born on third base but thought they hit a triple. That attitude sucks, and it's what I heard on LA Sports Radio. I mean, just think about the other unfair advantages in basketball that we wish teams would admit. The Warriors were lucky they got Kevin Durant. Why? Because the salary cap allows you to have 2 max salary stars and good role players, or 3 high-paid guys and no depth. The Dubs got 4 big money players because of a one-time salary cap spike. That kind of super team will never happen again. Yes, the Warriors made brilliant moves before KD got there, but people resent them because the dynasty was unfair, but they claim to be light years ahead of everyone else. Shut up. So it's fine that the Lakers were horribly run for 10 years and then 2 years later are in the finals and will probably win a chip. Just don't act like that LA radio guy, like you didn't have an unfair advantage to get there. Support AM Hoops and click subscribe. Don't miss a daily NBA video.